Is this way he conducts election? This is mockery of democracy. This is murder of democracy, and this man should be prosecuted. Yes, these are the words of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud when he saw the viral clips which is on the Chandigarh Mayor election, in which presiding officer is doing something with the ballot papers. Hello friends, welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. My name is Ritu and today's session is about Chandigarh Mayor election and why CJI called it as a murder of democracy. So this topic is important for GS2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, and then we are going to discuss the background, and then we are also going to discuss 74th Constitutional Amendment Act because this is related to the municipalities, and we are also going to discuss the role of presiding officer and then practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving to the news part. As I had already discussed that what CJI had told about this particular video when it went viral, and this is the bad impact and bad example for the democratic country, in which we can see that a presiding officer is defacing the ballot papers, and Supreme Court judge also confirmed it that the ballot papers must be defaced and we cannot rely on such results. So that's why we are discussing this news. And what had happened that on 30th January there was a Chandigarh Mayor election in which the India Alliance had to face the defeat, and the Alliance had elect to the current ruling political party and also the presiding officer that they had done something with the ballot papers, and because of that the result is not in favor of them despite of having the numerical strength. So this is the news we are going to cover up in today's session. So moving towards the background part. So we already know that on 30th January there is a Chandigarh Mayor election. So what is the numerical strength of both sides? Because it's very important to know the numerical strength and why, despite having numerical strength from India Alliance side, they had to face the defeat. So BJP had 14 councillors in Chandigarh, and Akali Dal, who is an ally of the BJP, has only one councillor. And also in Chandigarh Mayor election, the MP has also right to vote. And who is the MP of Chandigarh? So she is the 𝐾𝐨 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢, and 𝐾𝐨 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢 belongs to the BJP. So her vote also goes to the BJP. So the total votes is the 16 votes from the BJP side. On the other hand, when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party, so they have 13 councillors. Congress has 7 councillors, and total they had this 20 votes. So here we can see that this faction had 16 votes and this faction has 20 votes. So they have more numerical strength. Then why they had to face defeat? Because according to the presiding officer, the 8 ballot papers were invalid, and because of that this India Alliance has to face the defeat. So from here the controversy has been started, and we can see a viral video in which the presiding officer is doing sign on ballot papers. So from here we can see the controversy has been erupted, and the Supreme Court judges and everyone is also questioning on the electoral process of Chandigarh election, and they are also saying that we cannot claim this result as a true, because we can see that the officers are himself involved into such kind of corrupt and malpractices which is happening with the electoral system of the country. So this is the background. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. So when it comes to that, under which Constitutional Amendment Act the provision of municipality is discussed. So we have this 74th Constitutional Amendment Act which was enacted in 1992 and under which municipality is discussed, and 73 belongs to the Panchayati Raj institution. So it's very important to know little bit about the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. So what this act provides? So this act provides the constitutional base to the municipal corporation of the countries. So that's why this act is very much important, and it had added Part 9A to the Constitution of India and the article which deals with the provisions of municipalities. So they are for Article 243P to Article 243ZG. So this is the article which deals with the municipalities of the country, and it also added the 12th schedule of the Indian Constitution, and it has 18 functional items. And in the comment section you have to tell that how much functional items Panchayati Raj institution have. And there are 8 types of urban local governments we have, such as municipal corporation, municipality, notified areas, town area committee. So these are the 8 urban local government we have. So this is a brief about the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, and it had added 12th schedule in the Indian Constitution, and these are the article 243P to Article 243ZG. Sometimes in prelims examination they also ask that Article 243 deals with, so you must know that it deals with the municipalities. So moving to the next one, which is urban local government. So why urban local government is important and why there is an election for the urban local government? So first of all, the particular idea of initiating such government is to make decentralization process, because the power should not be structured and it should not be centered. There should be the decentralization of the power so that it could connect people to people, and for the people to people connectivity we have this urban local government system, and for the power decentralization we have this beautiful system in our Indian Constitution. And the second thing also, it provides equal opportunity to everyone, and it also see the person who are marginalized from the historical background, and so it also provides reservation to the SC, ST and also to the women, and it provides 1/3 reservation to the women. Right now we have 1/3 reservation to the women in the state legislature and the parliament, but from 1992 itself it provides 1/3 reservation to the women. So women had also got empowerment from this particular 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, and so that's why this urban local government is very much important, and it also provides the financial power just like taxes, duties, tolls, fees. So it also strengthened the urban local government financially. So these are the regions that it provide equal opportunity to all. It looks for the unrepresented class to represented in the constitution, and it also gives the constitutional base. It means that whatever the acts and provisions we have into this Constitutional Amendment Act that are justiciable in the courts. So that's why this urban local government is very much important for the power decentralization and people to people connectivity. Moving to the presiding officer. So in all these scenario, the role of presiding officer is very much controversial, and we have seen that so many Supreme Court judge, the CJI had condemned the action done by the presiding officer in this particular case. So what is the presiding officer and what is the role of the presiding officer into the election? So according to the section 26 of the People Representation Act 1951, we have a role for the presiding officer, and the district election officer appoints the presiding officer. So section 26 of the Representation of People Act 1951 deals with the appointment of presiding officer by the district election officer, and there is a provisions for the presiding officer that she shall not belong to any political party, and they should not have any relation with any political candidate or the candidate who is running for the election. So this is the provision for the presiding officer. And what is the role of the presiding officer? That after the conduct of election, it is the role of presiding officer that they will collect all the ballot papers and all the materials which are elected to the election, and they had to submit it to the collection point, and without submitting they cannot relieve. So this is the role of the presiding officer, and in this circumstance we have seen that the role of presiding officer is questionable, because many people are alleging that the presiding officer belongs to the current ruling political party, which is the BJP, and the section 26 of the RP Act says that presiding officer should not work for any political party and they should not have any relation with any candidate who are running for this particular election. So this is the brief about the presiding officer. Moving towards the question part. So the question is, the 12th schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with, and your options are Panchayati Raj, municipalities, states and union territories legislative list, So we already had discussed a lot about this 12th schedule. So you will be able to answer this particular question. I hope you like this session. If you have any questions or any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.